What's up, guys? It's Kev. I've got great news. Your Spotify numbers don't even matter. My name is Kev Rowe. I'm a musician. I'm also a playlist curator here on Submit Hub. I've got over 3 million streams on Spotify. I think I have 17,000 monthly listeners right now. I've got 150 songs. And I've been active on Spotify for a long time, and guess what? It means nothing. Now, of course, it means something, but to me, as a playlist curator here on Submit Hub, when I'm considering your music to be on my playlists, your Spotify numbers mean nothing. That's my point. So when my process as a playlist curator is to go into Submit Hub every day or Playlist Push or Sound Campaign and listen to music. And I'm looking at a wide range of material from artists all over the world, from 16-year-old kids on their laptop in their bedrooms to Nashville super producers and big record company teams, everything in between. So it's all over the board. And I'm just looking for great music, great songs. And my process is to start dialing up these songs one by one and really listening to the quality of things. I'm looking for three things really. The quality of the production, so production value, the level of the performance, so the skill level, and then the stories, like the lyrics in the song and what you represent as an artist. I would say those are the three things I'm looking for in a song to put on my playlists. And my playlists are all over the board. I've got inspiring songs, which is kind of pop and dance music, feel good country songs, which is die hard upbeat country tunes. I've got healing Americana songs, which is more the festival scene, calming acoustic, which is more like the indie folk scene, or instrumental stuff. But my stuff is really all over the board. And while I'm listening to your songs, I'm looking for quality songs in those genres. What am I not looking for? How many monthly listeners you have on Spotify. In fact, I could care less how many monthly listeners you have, only because I have no idea how you gain those listeners. And at this point in the music business, I don't give much credit to those numbers in terms of the quality of an artist's music. More importantly, I don't have time for every single one of these songs on Submit Hub to go over there to Spotify, look at your artist profile, see how many monthly listeners you have, determine whether or not you're a real artist. Maybe go over to Instagram and check out that. No, I don't have time for any of that stuff. Like, I want one thing: great songs, great material, great music to get out to the rest of the world. And I'm going to put those songs on my playlists. So, when you're sending me a message on Submit Hub in the little description, and it says, "Hey Kev, we've got 1.2 million monthly listeners on Spotify already," and or "This song has 876,000 streams on Spotify already, and it just came out last week. We want you to jump on board, jump on the train, Kev, and help us spread this to an even further audience." No, none of that means anything to me, because I don't know how you got those streams. I don't know how you got those listeners. And frankly, there's so many different ways to game the system these days. Like, maybe you did a collab with a famous country artist in your genre who is completely on the way down in their music career. And it's up to me to make that determination? No, I don't have time for any of that stuff. So here on Spotify, here on Submit Hub, your Spotify monthly listeners absolutely means nothing to me. And on top of that, I have a lot of friends who are in the actual music business. You know, booking agents, producers, promoters, other bands. I'm thinking over time, your monthly listeners number, although it's great to use as a marketing tool and as a promoting statistic, is meaning less and less every day. Like, if I'm a festival owner, right? I've got to know that an artist is real. How am I going to do that? I'm going to look at everything. It doesn't take long to figure out if a band is real or not. Basically, you have to go to everything. Go to their website, go to their Instagram, go to their Facebook, go to their YouTube, go to all the sites, and then eventually go to Spotify. So will the Spotify monthly listeners number mean something in that case? Okay, it does. It means something there. And does it mean something as far as industry cred goes in the more competitive genres? Let's take country music, for example. So if you live in Nashville and you've got 100,000 monthly listeners, does it mean something? Absolutely. It can open doors for sure. But you got to be a great singer at the end of the day, or a great guitar player, or a great singer-songwriter, or a great producer. And there's nothing, no amount of monthly listeners is going to hide the fact if you're not. People will figure it out eventually, and you're going to get the right amount of credit. So back to me here on Submit Hub as a playlist curator. Yeah, I could care less about Spotify monthly listeners. And in some of my other videos, I've gone on to say how I could care less about all of your other metrics: social media following, Instagram followers, YouTube subscribers, basket weaving podcast fans, or however you've grown your social media following. It means nothing to me, because here on Submit Hub and as a playlist curator, I care about one thing only, and that's high quality music. Great songs, great production, great performances, great stories, well-developed artists who know how to promote and market themselves based on the album cover, what they wear. So I'm not saying your brand isn't important. Absolutely, your brand is super important. Like how you present yourself as an artist, what you wear, how you talk, what your story is, what's your bio, other artists if you've played with, festivals you've played, big concerts you've done, South by Southwest if you've done. All those things are vital, because it means you're out there in the world actually doing something, not just focused on promoting your Spotify monthly listeners. So, as a word of caution, if you have 700,000 monthly listeners and none of the things that I just described, it could be a rough 5 years for you coming up. Because eventually you have to do all the other work in the music business to have a well-rounded career. And I'm not saying I have the perfectly well-rounded career either. These are all things that I have to work on too as an artist. But I don't go around telling a lot of people about how many monthly listeners I've got on Spotify. If they want to go check it out, they can do that. And if you want to do that, look me up, Kev Rowe on Spotify. But yes, as a playlist curator, it really means nothing to me. I just want your great songs. So send them over. Send them over right now. How can you do that? Go on to submithub.com. Look up Americana Country by singer-songwriter Kev Rowe. Buy a few credits. They're super cheap. I think they're $1 a piece. And submit to my playlist. I'm going to listen to your song for at least 60 seconds. On average right now, I'm listening for 113 seconds. I'm going to leave you a little review that's short, concise, right to the point, and doesn't waste your time. It's going to be something like, "Hey Lisa, I love your song. It's a little long for my playlist. Send me the shorter ones." Or, "Hey Max, this is killer production, killer lyrics. I'm adding you to Coffee Songs now." Boom. So I'm the king of the 21 word review, and that's what you're going to get from me. I'm not here to waste anyone's time. Let's do this. I'll see you on Submit Hub. Talk to you later. Bye.